I'm Julie Thompson. Welcome to the Kingston School Committee Candidate Interview. I want to take a moment to thank our candidate for participating in the interview and collaborating with PAC TV to bring this informational programming to residents and voters this election season. Let me explain the format. Today, Megan Cannon will be interviewed. Megan will have 2 minutes to introduce herself, speak about her background, her qualifications, and why she's running for office. I will then ask a series of questions related to local issues. Megan will be hearing the questions for the first time during this forum. She will have 2 minutes to answer the questions. After the questions, Megan will have 2 minutes for a closing remark. The 2-minute time frame will be shown on the screen for her, so she'll know at what point she's at. Let's get started with the opening statement. Megan, you have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Thank you, Julie. Hi, my name is Megan Cannon, and I am running for the Kingston School Committee. I just wanted to introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I am a lifelong Kingston resident. My husband Dan and I have 2 boys, Maddie, who is in the 8th grade at Silver Lake Middle School, and Seamus, who is in the 4th grade at Kingston Intermediate School. I'm very invested in both the town and the schools here. Not only are my children part of the Kingston school system, I went to KES myself back when K-6 was still in one building. I have been very involved in the Kingston schools for the last 8 years and have had the unique opportunity to view things from several different viewpoints. I was a KPTO board member for 7 years, being the most recent past president. I have been a room parent, a library volunteer in both schools, and I served a 2-year term on the KES School Council. I am currently on the Silver Lake Middle School Council as well. I have been a substitute for Kingston schools for the past 3 years, although I have not had the opportunity to sub this year. I'm also a special education parent. My son Seamus is a student in the Structured Learning Center, which is a therapeutic classroom at KIS. It's just another angle I have viewed from and another strength I see. I sincerely love this town. It's why I've been here for 36 years. I want to see Kingston flourish and succeed, and I would love this opportunity to support our students and advocate for their educational needs.
Thank you. Question number 2. What strengths and/or strategies will you bring to navigate difficult conversations and negotiations among the various constituents groups that you'll have to deal with? You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Julie. That is actually a really great question. One of the strengths that I would bring to the table is I have very good diplomacy skills. There have been many times during the last 8 years while my children have been in school that situations have arisen where maybe we are not always in agreement with the school about something or just situational. And I like to take a step back to try to look at the situation from a more broad perspective, because sometimes when you're in it, it's really hard to see something for what it is. I like outcomes to be the best for everybody when that is possible. It's very important to me that everybody walk away from a situation feeling that they were heard and that their concerns will be addressed in an appropriate manner. My goal would be to listen to all of the parent concerns and things and be able to work with fellow committee members on how we could fix some of these things or improve some of these things or bring new things to our school community in order to make it the best that it can be.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, Megan, question number 3. As we know, in the past 11 months, school districts have had to drastically change course due to the effects of COVID-19 on our communities and society overall. What, if any, impact do you think the experiences of the past year will have on the school district's strategic plan moving forward? You will have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Truthfully, that's a very hard question to answer right now because we're still in it. So I think until we get a little bit further away from the COVID situation and all of the drastic changes with school, it's a little bit hard to make that judgment. I know that right now I am very happy to see the children return to the full-time in person. I think many parents are also in agreement with that. I know not everyone is, but at this time, with the information that we have available, I do believe that that is the best course of action. Should something change, I do hope that it would be revisited by the appropriate authorities. As for the strategic plan, it's just hard to say. I think there will be some testing that needs to happen to see where the students are in order to move forward and how that might affect what the current plans had been prior to COVID.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go on to closing remarks now.
Okay.
You'll have 2 minutes, and you may start right now.
I am running for this seat because it's important to me. Until recently, when the state did mandate the full in-person return, our community had been very divided as to what school and learning should entail. If a situation were to arise putting school committees in such a challenging position, it's important that we maintain a committee who will thoughtfully and intentionally listen to all the information available and make decisions in the best interest of our students. I know that is not an easy task, and our current committee has done amazing. I am willing to perform the duties and responsibilities of a school committee member. This involves developing and evaluating policies and collaborating with the superintendent who will implement these policies. I will consider her advisement along with the building principals. I believe these people were hired for their knowledge and necessary experience to directly oversee our school buildings, and there is value in their insight to the day-to-day workings and overall functioning of our schools. I am confident that I would make a great addition to the current community. I have proven leadership skills and a strong sense of obligation to our community. I believe I have the skill set and necessary qualifications to make a positive contribution. I will advocate for the best learning environment for our students, including individual needs being met, a true sense of community being felt, and a fostered love of learning being defining traits. I care deeply, and my track record shows my dedication. As I stated before, I have experience, insight, and a vested interest in this town. For these reasons, I hope you will agree that I'm an excellent candidate for the Kingston School Committee, and I would appreciate your vote on April 24th.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you for participating in this interview. We wish you the best of luck throughout your campaign and in the election. For our viewers,
Thank you so much.
Yep, absolutely. For our viewers, thank you for joining us. If you're interested in watching replays of this interview, please visit our website, pactv.org/elections, for replay times and online viewing options, including PAC TV's on-demand and streaming service, PAC TV Prime. And please make your choices heard by voting in the town election on Saturday, April 24th. Thank you and good day.